here we are loading in Sydney Harbour. You can see the little drone flying above us there. That's being operated by the guys in the inflatable on behalf of the Dockwise people, I guess to use for promotional purposes. But they promised us some footage of that, so that'll be interesting to get at a later date. We're just moving into the hull of the boat now, and you can see the big 200 footer on the right hand side there, complete with helicopter. These guys come down from Seattle down to Puerto Rico to load, and they're on the way to New Zealand for a few months cruising, and then they'll be heading back up north to the US where they're based. You can see that there's a bit of space still left on the boat, but there's about 4 or 5 still left to load. And we're heading for the little spot between the walkway that you can see in front of us and the yacht tied up on the right hand side. That yacht's on the way to the US as well. Colleen's waving here because the yacht guys forgot to read all the instructions and didn't put any fenders out on the side that we're coming in. But luckily we've got ours out because it's a bit of a tight fit. The crew here are all Russian, don't speak very much English, but they certainly know their job, and very helpful. They know everything to do. They've got the process down pat. These guys will pull us up tight to the boat in front of us. They'll tie us up with our lines, and then once everything's in place, they'll come aboard and lash us with heavy lashings to hold us steady while all the other boats move into position. You can see the guys on the right hand side, they're lashing the yacht now. Once we're in place, divers move in underneath the boat. They'll move big blocks in place to settle the boat down, and then when the boat's pumped out, they'll weld steel props to the deck holding up each boat, so that when they pump the water out of the ship and all the boats are dry, they're all safe and secure. The big guy that's moving out now, he's another one that's going to be offloading in New Zealand, and they'll have a bit of a juggle, and they're going to finish up behind us, lashed to the big 200 footer that we saw on the way in. So there we have it. The left hand side of the ship, as you can see there, will be filled before we leave. There's another big 200 footer that's just cruising Sydney Harbour.